There are many aspects to maximizing today's proactive policing strategies, but they all start with the need to create and disseminate critical information for patrol to quickly consume and take action on. Without the proper tools, crime analysts and detectives are challenged to create standardized bulletins that are easy to read and digest because they are cutting and pasting the ever-changing size of information, images, and maps onto a single page. Because of this, great amounts of effort and time are spent creating and formatting bulletins that are not fully consumed or even read at all. That can all change today with the first and only research-based Bulletin Wizard. The Smart Force Bulletin Wizard provides a template that will automatically build effective tactical bulletins that include the right critical information, including spatial mapping. The Smart Force Bulletin Wizard helps you create the right bulletins every time, in half the time. To see how you can begin to amaze patrol, investigations, and other sworn personnel and help them get better results during their uncommitted policing time, let's take a look at how the Smart Force Bulletin Wizard can quickly create a micro-time hotspot pattern bulletin of residential burglaries. Taken from the textbook Crime Analysis with Crime Mapping, the Smart Force Bulletin Wizard helps you include and format the 15 factors critical in communicating pattern bulletins, such as micro-time hotspots. The 15 factors are illustrated in the Crime Analyst Pattern Bulletin Checklist depicted here. These factors provide straightforward information about the overall micro-time hotspot and the crimes within it. These range from key searchable features like the title of the bulletin to key pattern data such as the date and time range of the crimes, the MO, property taken, known offenders living in the area, and a map of the crimes and known offenders. The Smart Force Bulletin Wizard is based on the 4 keys to creating effective bulletins. Effective bulletins must be action-oriented, with information that is clear, concise, and visually pleasing, so they're easily understood and your agency can maximize their response. As we stated earlier, this is easier said than done in most agencies. What makes this challenging is coordinating all 15 critical information factors onto one page in a consistent, standardized manner so that your agency can read, understand, and act as quickly as possible. What also makes this challenging is the time it consumes to create such a bulletin. The Smart Force Bulletin Wizard is the answer to creating the right bulletins with the right information in a standardized format in half the time. Using the Smart Force Bulletin Wizard, crime analysts and detectives can create and deliver improved bulletins with our pattern, problem area, BOLO, and officer safety bulletin templates, so that your agency can receive these bulletins with the critical pieces of data standardized in the same locations for ease of interpretation and action. On top of this, the standardized features of the Bulletin Wizard encourage analysts to make better bulletins, which is helpful particularly to new analysts who are just learning how to create an effective bulletin. Even experienced analysts can improve their bulletins by using the Bulletin Wizard, as components included in the software as well as the formatting decisions have been developed based on reviews of hundreds of bulletins across the country and on effective implementation of pattern, officer safety, and BOLO responses. By clicking on a saved image of your agency badge, you can quickly brand the bulletin for your agency, as well as customize the critical data fields pertinent to your bulletin. By typing the data into the fields, you can see to the right in real time how your bulletin is automatically formatted through the Smart Force Bulletin Wizard. Here, I'm typing in subject information into my residential burglaries bulletin. By clicking on saved images of known offenders and entering their data into the preset fields, you can see how known offender data is quickly included and organized on the bulletin. Not only does the information follow evidence-based practices, but the placement and formatting of the information on the bulletin itself has been tried and tested in police departments across the nation. Additional information taken from FI cards or from analysis can also be included by entering data in this section. Finally, a map is created by simply inputting addresses of crimes, offenders, and additional information and hitting the Generate Map button. With the Smart Force Bulletin Wizard, there is no more wasting time cutting and pasting, resizing, and shifting data around to create a one-page bulletin. Now, with the Smart Force Bulletin Wizard, the right information is formatted in a clean and efficient way every time in half the time. If you are a crime analyst or detective, the Smart Force Bulletin Wizard is a must-have tool for creating pattern bulletins as well as other types of bulletins, like BOLOs, officer safety bulletins, or long-term problem area bulletins, with maximum impact in the least amount of time. Get your subscription to the Smart Force Bulletin Wizard at our special low price of $39.95 per month with an annual subscription at www.bulletinwizard.com. Adding the Smart Force Bulletin Wizard to your armamentarium will greatly enhance your agency's results with proactive policing by improving the consistent delivery of critical information. Thanks again for all you do, and be safe.